Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Two Left Feet, the unofficial Your Party podcast. Welcome back, humanoids. It's been a 3-week break through conference season, but you're back with the most popular Your Party podcast that has ever been around. The best one ever. The greatest one. You can ask anybody. Anybody will tell you that this is the greatest Your Party podcast ever. Welcome back to the Two Left Feet. I'm your host, Dafydd Vaughan, the host with the most. And it's been a great 3 weeks that's happened recently. We've realised we're in a different country to the one that we thought, because it's not, the great British Isles, it's the great British Isles. And it was nice to see that Tory Party conference cleared that up. But we can't do anything more on this podcast without actually having someone else to talk to. Otherwise, it's just me rambling on my own in some sort of insane echo chamber. And we wouldn't want that, would we? So please welcome my co-host, the co-host with absolutely the most, more than me. He is the consigliere of the Two Left Feet. He's former councillor and, in all fairness, the best person ever. Please welcome Jabez Oakes. Hello, Jay.
Hi.
The best person ever.
Right. You're throwing Donald Trump at me.
If I could lift that... I was going to swear then. If I could lift it, I would throw him at you. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been a busy 3 weeks when we haven't been on the air for 3 weeks.
No.
We took a break.
Yeah.
How was your break?
Busy. It was a break out of necessity, wasn't it? I think we just had too much on.
I was prepared to do things last week, but that fell by the wayside.
What about a week before?
Let's not talk about the week
there
before.
We go. Right.
Let's not talk about that week. That's it. That week's in the past.
Week. No.
It's a different. Do you know it? It's very difficult, and it's not because of Donald Dunce himself. It's because I've been watching these spitting image clips.
Oh, the new one.
The new one, yeah. So, this week they've been.
Do you know
been
the
really
worst?
Good this week.
The most cringy thing in the world is current politicians who aren't in spitting image, the new spitting image, saying, "Oh, this isn't as good as the old ones," and it's like.
Yeah, because they're not in it.
Yeah, you weren't in the old ones either.
Yeah.
So, shove off.
I mean, to be fair, politicians back in the day knew they'd made it because they had a puppet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's true. I think that there's elements now, they're getting into the swing of things, and the fact they're being sued.
Are they?
They're being sued, yeah.
By who?
Have you not heard this?
No.
So they're being sued by the people who own the copyrights to Paddington Bear.
Right.
Because they've depicted Paddington Bear as a cocaine fiend from Peru, Ecuador. Where did Paddington come from? Deepest, darkest Peru, wasn't it?
Yeah, Peru.
So he's a Peruvian bear. He's got a very Latino accent on him. So he's not the mild-mannered, gentle-speaking bear of what everybody seems to know from the books and the films. He's a very aggressive Latino.
I'm looking at it.
Coke sniffer. Yeah. He's and they're suing him. They're suing Spitting Image based on copyright infringement somehow. I don't know. I think there's an element. Well, it's
a parody.
It's
I'm
absolute.
I'm not.
It's absolute parody.
Yeah, but...
And because they've used the term Paddington Bear, so they've actually swapped him round, and he says, "This week I am now Rupert Bear." And then this bit and this, they're doing. It was very good.
Good.
I'm glad to see that there's something out there, and I think they've also cracked this whole social media aspect to delivering programming, because they're doing shorts on TikTok, so they're doing the sketch versions and sending them out as TikTok sketches.
Oh, that's what you have to do now.
But
yeah,
yes, absolutely.
We need to do no.
We'd have to be funny.
Yeah, we're not funny.
No, I mean, what's the best we've come up with in the last month?
I can't repeat it.
Donald Dunce's dong.
Yeah, I literally can't repeat it.
Something about an island.
Something like that.
Something about an island. Speaking of national embarrassments, the conference season.
Oh right.
Did you catch any of it?
Yes, I in preparation for the podcast that we weren't able to do.
Yes.
I did listen to Sakir's speech.
Okay.
Toolmaker's son, the great and the unifier.
The great tool himself.
That's it. Yep. And they often say this about good advocates, but it's probably not true in this case. I can't remember a single word he said. But
what did he say?
Exactly.
Was anybody there to see it?
Apparently, yeah. No, it wasn't like a Tory conference. There were people there.
Yes, I did see the pictures of the hall. It was just empty.
Yeah,
there was nobody there.
Mm.
As opposed to the Labour conference where
there were some people there.
There were people there.
I watched.
I wouldn't say members or delegates. I think it was very. It looked like it was full of special interest groups.
Sure.
And the thing is, I have been to a Labour conference in that building, which I think you have as well.
No, I've never been to a national conference.
I've been to that one. So I've been, where was it, 2017? I think it was there last. And I was there for that one. It looked a lot different.
Yeah, I imagine.
Well, obviously, they're in government as well, so security was a little bit more tighter. Interesting.
Yes, Owen Jones was banned.
Few people were banned.
Apparently.
There were quite a few internet journalists that were denied entry or banned subsequent to a few awkward questions. Do you see? That's the thing is, when you're in government, does that give you the right to not answer questions to the media?
Absolutely not.
And okay,
yeah.
And is that a straight talking answer like we see from Keir Starmer or Starmer?
I think obviously any answer you give has more weight, so you have to be careful. But you shouldn't just say, "Well, I'm not answering that question," and that happened frequently for various journalists interviewing ministers who are attending conference, which is a shame. You should be able to think on your feet a little bit.
Well, it's this sort of given right that they shouldn't be questioned. How dare they be questioned?
I think there's an element of that, yeah. But that's.
Do you think that's in politics in general? Is it just a Labour thing or is it a overall thing? Because I've seen Tories do the same thing.
Oh yes, both, all sides.
They refuse to answer questions, and it's not because they haven't got the answer. If they just said they haven't got the answers, fine, they might look stupid. But I'll come back.
I think that's a problem as well. I think, especially with sort of maths-based questions or numbers-based questions that Andrew Neil's famous for example, ministers and politicians have become so scared.
They don't want to look like Diane Abbott.
Yeah, and it's like, well, don't then. Just say, I don't know the answer to that, obviously.
You don't know the answer? You're the minister. Surely you should know the answer. Yeah, it is that.
I'm not a weirdo. Yeah, but they won't say that because they need to be superhuman all the time.
Yes.
I do feel sorry for them in that regard. But also...
But hang on, so in terms of how it used to be, I'm trying to think how it used to be before 24-hour rolling media where everything had to be answered now. I mean, what?
There's a famous interview with Clement Attlee, I think.
Clement Attlee gave an interview. That's rare.
Yeah, and it and you know why? Because the interviewer asked him very politely, I was wondering if you would be able to explain to us some of your economic policies, and Clement Attlee just went, no, I'm not doing that. You can look for it online. I'm sure it's online. It's just I'm not. That
was of a different era.
Yeah, basically, I don't need to explain it to you. We have a manifesto. And he didn't even need to say that. It was just like, don't ask me questions. Like, why? I'll talk about my family or what. I don't know why he was doing the interview then, to be honest. But I think the 24-hour news media has changed a lot.
Okay, so just sort of take that point you're saying that, and I do understand because then. Churchill was the same, he didn't mind giving radio addresses. Clement Attlee you'd never see him give an interview. It was, I mean, when it came to what's his name again? I keep forgetting his name nearly every week.
Who?
One with the bad guts.
Not
Macmillan. The one.
It was during Suez, wasn't it?
Jake, we do this every week.
I know, it's every time and I forget its name. I just need
one.
I need to have the list of prime ministers up all the time.
listeners,
Talk amongst yourselves,
listeners.
Don't
I know
worry about it.
you're. I
They'll be
can
screaming
understand you screaming at the radio.
radios.
It's so and so. Come on, give us.
I'm not
Google it.
I'm not rushing.
Right, I don't think I've got
Sir
music.
Anthony
Anthony Eden.
Anthony Eden, yeah.
Damn it! How do I keep forgetting his name? I mean, considering he's got a surname that you'd go, biblical surname like that, and he tried to part waters in Egypt.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, very good. That was very, very good. That was nearly funny.
That was nearly funny. And unfortunately, that joke is possibly 70 years too late.
Yeah. Just like he was.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
so he was the sort of the first one to put in the idea of talking to the British public, even though him and Macmillan as well. There was but it was very, very poorly done, and it did look like a weird sitting down from a strange uncle saying, "We're going to talk about politics now," and it reminded
you sitting comfortably.
Yeah, what? Oh, not quite like that.
Okay.
More like a Harry Enfield sketch.
All right. Okay.
For pity's sake, this is what the economy does. Yeah.
We must do more about.
All right. So it's moved from that. It's moved then to sort of Wilson's take on talking directly to the voter and having that press intrusion upon a politician's life to gain votes.
Yeah.
To then the polished off.
And building their own image.
So
Wilson famously didn't like to smoke with a pipe.
No.
He preferred cigars, but he
did it.
Chose to.
Yeah, because it was a public image.
Yeah.
Thatcher with a handbag.
That's it.
And then, Blair with his teeth.
Yeah.
And then this thing, he was the polished version. Cameron as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boris to a
almost went too far.
point.
In fact, it went too far the other way. Yeah.
And this is the thing. And so then, in terms of press intrusion, the press have felt that they've had the right to ask these questions. And Owen Jones has been very aggressive with some of his questioning. There was another fellow I'd seen as well, who was not allowed within the perimeters of the security. He didn't have a pass to go in. He was doorstepping people as they were walking to and from conference.
Maybe the classified chap.
I think it was. I think YouTube just threw it out at me. Very sorry, whoever it is. You were very good. Keep doing what you're doing. But do you think that the press like that, they feel entitled to be able to doorstep politicians and surprise them and not give them a chance to be able to have reasoned and thought out responses to big questions?
Well, I think it. Yeah, don't expect a good answer, but the problem is they do expect a good answer. So it's not like Andrew Neil was different. I mean, if you turned up on Andrew Neil's program, you should expect some stupid questions. And that guy on LBC does the same thing. Nick Ferrari, does exactly the same technique, and it's bollocks. No one should be expected to come up with the answers to those kind of questions. But if you're doorstepping at a conference or at another political event, shouting out questions, you might get a glib answer.
Something.
But this is where politicians need to make sure that they are engaging with the media and sitting down and having conversations rather than press conferences, because otherwise that's all you're going to get. So the breakdown between the political class and the media class happens, and then the public can't get the information that they need. So,
do you reckon, I mean, in sort of this day and age now where, in all fairness, media is a lot more inclusive or more sort of obtainable by the general public? I mean, we're doing a podcast here. It's all right. We have fun doing this podcast. It's something nice that we do, but also...
Sorry.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's nice to see and hear from some listeners that I've never met before, because I've been to a few things in recent weeks. To
you've been out and about, haven't you?
I've been out and about and going to conventions and things and organising those your party, and And it's been nice to sort of go and someone, in fact, someone was asking about you as well.
Oh dear.
Why you weren't at a particular convention at a particular
Because
place?
I'm a stooge. I don't feel
You're
the need to attend these sort of.
Well, you're not even a party
these,
member.
No, I'm not yet.
Not yet.
Um,
I did it the other day.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it the other day because there are things happening now.
Yes, I do need.
So,
Yeah.
and, things are moving on, which we'll talk about later in the
Mm.
last segment for the all party segment right at the end. But in terms of sort of the media, should politicians engage more in podcasts, for instance? I'll give an example. I'll give an example. When we talk about, the biggest political podcast in this country is
The Rest is Politics.
The Rest is Politics with those two.
Yeah.
Who are two that I wouldn't necessarily agree with all the time about a lot of things.
No.
But they're very interesting. Rory Stewart, isn't it? Yeah, Rory.
Yeah, Rory Stewart and Alistair Campbell.
Yeah. He's gone up in my estimation since listening to it, because then you realise that actually he's a very well-informed,
very clever chap.
Very clever chap.
A lot of stuff.
Done a remarkable amount of stuff. And in terms of...
Probably a spy. But anyway. Yeah.
Allegedly.
I don't know that, by the way. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But into what, spy for us?
Oh, yeah.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
I could, especially some of the places he's been to. But then this is the thing. I would, knowing what I know now and listening to how he talks, what he knows, okay, some political opinions, but not enough for me to say, actually, I wouldn't want him in the House of Commons. I would want him.
He's one of those people. I mean, he was a temporary governor in Iraq.
Yes.
During the Iraq conflict, and his book, when he was doing that, is fantastic. By the way, people should read it. But it's brilliant in terms of knowing that there are people like that in politics who they just know their stuff.
No, but this is the problem. Was in politics.
Yeah, of course.
He got chased out.
That's fair. Yeah.
He got chased out, and he says, and when you look at that sort of caliber politician, we didn't. I mean, I know there's a couple, even in the Tory sort of side. I know there's a couple of people there which are, they are valuable to the whole process. It can't be a one-sided thing. There has to be a bit of to and fro and debate, and there has to be sort of a pulling argument the other way to make sure that it no subject is completely dominated by one portion of the public. But we don't have those politicians anymore. It doesn't seem to be or here's the thing: the perception is we don't have.
Or is that because of the media?
Well, is that because of the media? This is what I'm saying. Should more politicians come out on podcasts like this?
It's worth saying that I mean, I can't imagine Gordon Brown, for example, whilst trying to become the Chancellor, going on a podcast like Rachel Reeves did. She went on The Rest is Politics.
She did.
And Theresa May, I can't imagine a former. Well, I can now, actually, because Boris Johnson was on a Times podcast the other day, and it was horrible. But yeah, it has changed, and there are more politicians now going on podcasts. But again, only podcasts that are
certain politicians
and certain podcasts. So The Rest is Politics is definitely a Westminster bubble podcast.
Yes,
Alistair Campbell was the communications director for Tony Blair. Rory Stewart was a former MP and minister.
Yeah, it has its thing. I
spy.
I listen to
allegedly.
There's bits I do listen to a couple of. I listen to a couple of others as well. There's one by Armando Iannucci, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, and he's that.
And he's more sort of about the peripheries of the language and things like that. I think that's fantastic as well. But I'm just wondering, especially with this sort of conference season I've seen, I don't like the idea of doorstepping politicians and making them look silly and flustered and incompetent. And I do actually want to listen and hear, reasoned answers in a space where they can explain things. Because we might know, we're into the politics thing. We like to look in and delve in, so we do read around it. But I listen to what some people say, and any given subject, especially recent subjects, and you try and say, well, hang on, there's more to it than
Yeah.
that. There's more wheels moving around, and because they have heard a very narrow viewpoint to a particularly difficult subject, that is it. So then they get these doorstep interviews that really sort of do you think this? Do you think this? Are you saying this? And they're gaslighting them. Are you saying this? Does that mean this? And I'm just going, hang on a minute. Please just give a little bit more space. And if you want that kind of interview, book an interview in. Have an hour on a podcast to explain that, that.
But that requires a two-way street. I mean, Owen Jones does interview people.
He does.
Has interviewed people who aren't necessarily part of his camp. But on certain issues, he won't get people coming to speak to him. And I imagine Palestine and Gaza is one of them, where he feels he does have to doorstep people.
Yeah, because he's really pushed on the...
And they're not going to talk about it. Emily Thornberry, who unfortunately, I think, remarked that it was a bit sinister that a man was running around conference doorstepping MPs.
Well, she got this. Her thing is that she was walking out of conference to a hotel or wherever she was going. Owen got her on the way out the door to the gate, and then this other fella, I think it was Navarro Media or one of the other ones, got her as she was coming out of the security gate, and Owen was still chasing her.
So she felt.
And she had both of them going rabbit.
But how you create rules about that? That's just...
Well, I mean, there's. I understand it. I
mean, she's quite a powerful person.
Yeah,
she's able to use her influence.
I'm not surprised Owen got banned from the conference for doing.
Sure.
I mean, that's not the reason why I got. I think it was more the Luke Akehurst.
Yeah, I imagine that was what happened.
Interview, which was worth watching.
Yes.
Because that was slightly calmer. That wasn't Owen going.
It's worth seeing how someone like Luke Akehurst behaves in that environment.
Yeah, I mean, he got a very calm interview with him where he just showed Akehurst as a complete imbecile. And he stinks. Did you see Owen? He kept at least 3 feet away from him and extended the microphone as far out as he could.
Allegedly.
No, he did do that.
No, he allegedly stinks. Not.
Oh no.
Whoever.
Honest to God, through the YouTube TV screen, your smell-o-vision, you could just smell.
You've got smell-o-vision.
Yeah. Wow. It's a byproduct from 1993 from Noel's house party.
Wow,
that is a very, very, very niche reference.
That's on the edge of my knowledge. I know who Noel is.
Noel's house party Saturday night, BBC One.
Yeah.
That's the birth of Mr. Blobby there.
I know. I'm aware of Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, they also did a testing.
They
did a testing thing. I think it was with the Radio Times.
Around the corner.
They did it. Yeah, they did a thing with the Radio Times. I think they did it once, where basically they did smell-o-vision. So during the programme, they did things through it, and then they said, right then, we're going to do this, and we're going to Crinkly Bottoms Village Hall, and it smells a bit damp. And then they say, scratch off number one. So you scratched off number one. It was the smell of, Blobby's gone nuts with his custard pies. Scratch off number two.
What? Technology-wise, I look at technology, I think that's amazing, like little bits and pieces that work.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I realise we could have had smell-o-vision, I just think we're missing out, and we haven't got.
It could come back.
Yeah, it could.
But then we had distributions through Radio Times and things like that to get the cards out.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Shipbuilding.
Yeah. What? That was mentioned a lot at conference.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was lots of shipbuilding.
Shipbuilding.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're meant to do? We've just got just seen the time. We're meant to be talking about PMQs today.
Oh yeah, that happened, didn't it?
So it's PMQs happening. Yeah. So it is Wednesday, 15th of October, 2025. I did say that at the top of the show, didn't I? This time I can't remember. And we've got PMQs today. Really interesting one.
Parliamentary procedure-wise, fascinating.
Yeah. Should we go to a quick break and then come back, and then we'll go quickly go over PMQs today. Maybe visit the island and see who's
in
our country this week. Yeah. Who's made it to the zoo on the island
this time, Dav. I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's good stuff.
Have you got a good nomination?
Great nomination. Yeah.
Great. Best nomination ever?
Other people say that. Yep, definitely.
Okay, right. We'll be back right after this break with PMQs today. I'm your host, Dafydd Vaughan, alongside Jabez, the former Councillor Oakes. In quotations.
Just the way you... anyway, yeah.
Oh, I thought I'd do it like a boxing moniker.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oakes, former councillor.
Yeah,
Jabez.
because it was nearly I'm saying, getting the boxing sort of themes ready.
Yeah.
Because, it nearly kicked off in the house today.
It did.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
And if you want to know who was nearly going to kick off against who, find out right after this break. See you in a second. Welcome back to the Two Left Feet, the unofficial Your Party podcast. I'm your host, Dafydd Vaughan, joined alongside the co-host of the most. His name is...
Oakes, Jabez, councillor, former. There you go. You got all the bits. They're in the wrong order.
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
It's like Mastermind. You know how do you know? No, not Mastermind.
I was gonna say, is it a rubbish version of how James Bond announces himself, or is it
James
universally challenged?
Universally challenged.
Uh,
oh dear.
What was
what are we doing?
What was the name of the young ones? What was the name of their team on University Challenge? Scumbag College.
That's it. Yeah.
Scumbag College, Oakes.
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh no, you were the ones downstairs with
No, I didn't go.
Stephen Fry and Ben Elton. My daddy's got a Porsche.
No, I went to a normal.
Sorry, I know you don't have a Porsche. It's okay.
Don't say
sorry
people's names in my life. Oh, just because I told you he listens to it. Anyway.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard.
That's it. Yeah.
To know that the greatest co-host in the world, or certainly for the Your Party podcast, is an international podcast star. I hope you're proud of him. Not for anything else. Not for anything else.
Not for anything else.
No, just this. Absolutely,
yeah.
just this.
Yeah.
So then we're back. We're back for the second.
I have to edit all of that out, by the way.
I might have edited a name by the time the transcript comes out, because I use a great piece of software that you can specifically just take little words out.
Yeah.
Not that we've used it in the past.
Oh yeah, because of me again.
Because of you again. Yeah. But yeah, there may have been just an edit that just happened, and someone that we may have named might have taken their name from it.
Who are you on about? Oh, we can't say it, obviously.
Well, I can. I could literally say his name right now and then just delete it.
No,
so if there's going to be a weird gap any second now, I've just blurted his name out.
Oh dear.
Well, that wasn't weird, was it? Oh, the power of editing. Right, so PMQs this week. Go. What happened?
So we had a weird sort of situation. This doesn't happen anymore. It used to happen quite a lot, where you have a set of written questions, which are sort of submitted into Parliament each day, and instead of them reading out the question, an MP will just say question number 6. Now, the normal iteration of this in PMQs is question number 1, which is, can the Prime Minister describe his events and what he's doing today? And the reason they do that is under procedure, it means every other question is a supplementary question. So it means the Prime Minister is essentially trapped there and has to answer all the supplementary questions, basically, to that question number 1. We didn't have question number 1 today. We had question number 6, which was presumably a question relating... I can't find it. A question relating to the China spy.
Right. I think you've lost pretty much everybody now.
Yeah.
Why was questions 1 to 5 not asked?
Because they would have been asked in normal questions to ministers, which happens before PMQs, which is often not of interest to anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
So when
MPs may have been asking.
So when Hilary Benn was stood up moments before, he was answering question 5.
No, he may have been asking question 5. Because sometimes questions...
Or answering question,
Yeah.
sorry.
Because sometimes questions are just answered in writing. So they're not even put in the House at all.
Okay.
But yeah, so that question...
Is this a weird parliamentary thing?
Yeah, it's a weird parliamentary thing,
Okay.
but it's...
Is this the kind of weird parliamentary thing that you sort of, you know...
It's the kind of thing that someone...
Have a soapy...
if people watch PMQs
about.
every week, they may wonder
parliament
why they
siege.
said question number 6 as opposed to question 1.
Yes.
And that's why.
That's why.
Yeah. But that's why PM, straight out of the gate, basically started talking about this China spy prosecution.
Why is
malarkey.
China spy prosecution a problem?
Why is it a problem?
Well, why is it a problem? Why why did it dominate today's PMQs?
I think it dominated today's PMQs because it's without describing everything that's happened. China's
In the world now, we haven't got that. This podcast already goes on too long, but yeah, go on.
2 people have been charged with breaching the Official Secrets Act.
And these people were working in Whitehall.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what they were alleged to have done is pass secret information from the government to the Chinese state.
Yes.
Right?
A fine tradition in Whitehall.
Sure. And they were prosecuted by the CPS. I don't know if they've...
The Criminal Prosecution Service, just for...
The Crown Prosecution Service.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
And I don't know if they refute the allegations or not. I'm not sure if charges have been put to them yet. But in any case, their charges were...
Well, Kemi Badenoch said charges were brought against them.
Yes, but I don't know if they were put to them in court. I don't know if they had... If
right.
trial.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if they pleaded guilty or not guilty.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's important in any kind of broadcast where you're talking about ongoing proceedings, whether you say whether the defendants are pleading their innocence or not. We don't necessarily know in this case because I don't think it was put to them whether they're guilty.
Yeah, because we've only just sort of, yeah.
It was dropped, allegedly, Sir Keir Starmer said today, because the previous government hadn't defined China as a threat to national security. And which is...
So?
Well, apparently, according to him, and presumably the advice he's received, that's an aspect of the legal test about whether someone's breached the official secret.
So hang on. This is the same thing that we got told. I mean, not to drag up old. This sounds like the same excuse I heard from insurance companies after COVID when they said they weren't going to pay out insurance policies because it wasn't. COVID was not a notifiable disease because of a legal little issue where actually no, you paid insurance, therefore this is a break interruption in business, therefore you should get a insurance payout. Well, this is the same as they're doing wrong. Mm-hmm. They've been caught doing wrong. They've been caught being traitorous to the government that they serve, and because of a slight little technicality.
That's Sir Keir's excuse. Almost everyone learned in this situation disagrees with him, including the former head of public prosecutions, Lord MacDonald, the former head of the civil service, Simon Case, the former head of MI6, Sir Richard Dearlove, former national security advisor, Lord Sedwill, and Professor Mark Elliott of Cambridge, and Jonathan Hall KC. So there's...
Hang on. So basically, everyone that matters is telling him
that's not
true.
So long as you can persuade a jury, there's actually case law on this as well, which I won't bore everyone with, but it's Countree.
Oh, please, Jake. Please bore us with it.
There's a case where the Court of Appeal. It's Countree.
Go on, cite it. Be a good student. Cite the case.
Countree, Yanova, and others v. R.
I only saw the name of it, so I just wanted to see if you could...
2024. EWCA Crim 808. But no, it's a case in the Court of Appeal where the legislation where it says an enemy, so it has to be secrets given to an enemy. There's no reason why that should be defined as how the UK the UK officially designate them as an enemy. If they're simply viewed as if they're viewed by the jury as being a threat to the UK, that's enough. So all you need to do is persuade a jury that the UK views China as a threat.
So right. Are there other wheels moving here? that we don't quite see or understand at the moment.
This has been claimed by others, and there's a load of fantastic writing on this. People who are much more, Neil O'Brien's Substack, where I've got a lot of his information from. He's described this issue from top to bottom and the various other connected wheels, as you refer. Essentially, I can sum it up as, and I know I haven't done a very good summing up so far. The issue is why did the CPS need further evidence from the government? Why did the government? Because here's the other thing: the head of the CPS came out and said
the Crown Prosecution Service.
Yes, got it right that time. DPP, director of
what?
public, the DPP director of public prosecution.
Oh God, I thought you said something else then.
No.
I mean,
I didn't stutter.
I mean, half the front bench may be DPing the country, but go for it. Yeah, sorry, as you were saying.
And the opposition, let's be balanced.
They had a go before.
They did. He basically said, well, the reason we haven't been able to proceed with the case is because the government has not been giving us the evidence we've been asking for several months.
Right.
So there's that aspect where we don't know the full sort of ins and outs. So the CPS may have thought, right, we only need to push the jury over the line and persuade them that China's a threat. We need some evidence to do that. Government, can you
surely any espionage is a threat? Any espionage.
If you're a prosecutor, you need to be certain that
So hang on, in terms of, so if it's a friendly country that's spying on you,
yeah,
and you're releasing documents, sensitive documents to a friendly country, that's not a crime then?
It might be a different crime. I don't know the details, but the thing they've been prosecuted under required this test, and to satisfy that test, the head of the CPS says we needed more evidence. The government didn't give us that evidence. So you have the head of a government or independent government organisation saying we weren't able to do our job because the government stopped us from doing our job, and you have the head of the government saying we couldn't let them do their job because the previous government stopped us from doing it.
How did the previous government stop?
The previous government didn't define China as a threat.
Oh my God, damn it! Seriously, is this what it is?
Yeah, it's not true though. It's probably not true. So, basically,
They're just take it off them. Just take it all off them.
Well, it's not meant to be.
Take it all off
for them to control. Government aren't meant to prosecute people. The prosecutors prosecute people. Government is not meant to be involved in this decision making. It's an absolute scandal. If there's any illusion or inference that anyone has tried to influence the CPS into dropping this,
and they wonder why Reform's polling high. They just wonder why Reform's polling high.
Well, yeah.
And it is.
Well, they would never do this, would they?
No, I'm not saying.
I know you're not saying.
I'm not saying that they're the answer. I'm saying that everyone's just looking at this kind of nonsense and going, hang on, there's a spy, you've caught them, there's two of them, conspiracy.
Allegedly.
No, really. Well, allegedly, yeah, fine.
Because this is the mad thing, though. Nothing's
been proven, has it?
Nothing's been proven. Nothing.
That's true. There's nothing.
And it might never be proven now.
Well, obviously not. It's not good. They're already on
I don't know.
On a boat back to Shanghai.
Well, that's a good question. Anyway, we'll explore that here.
And all of this. And then you just think, how can you trust them with, bigger things other than someone's been passing documents off? And to be fair, let's face it, in the centuries and centuries of the past, espionage just happens.
Well, espionage is...
It's a part of the. It's a part of the game. You know there's someone there. We've all through the Cold War. You knew there was.
What's the Sherlock quote? Well, you don't trust your own spies. Of course, I don't trust my own spies. They steal secrets for money.
Yes, they do.
It's that simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's that.
It dominated PMQs.
It did dominate PMQs. And then what did Starmer say to the former Foreign Secretary,
Sir James Cleverly?
James Cleverly. What did he say there? Because we nearly had a bust-up.
Well, as part of this whole it was the previous government's fault that China weren't defined correctly,
Yeah.
meaning the CPS couldn't proceed with the prosecution, which many people have debunked. He said that Sir James Cleverly, in a speech to Mansion House, which is a speech given by the great and the good to the great and the good, in 2023, he said that he couldn't define China as a threat, or it would be impractical and unreasonable to define China as a threat.
Yes.
That's not what he actually said, and he did a point of order at the end.
At the end, yes.
to correct the record.
We did see that.
What he said, and I'm paraphrasing, is it would be irresponsible to try and define our relationship with China with a single word, and I'm not going to do that. That's what he actually said, which is quite different.
Are we actually using this platform to defend Tories now?
I'll defend what the words that people actually used. I think that's important. You know, foreign policy is a
Oh, are
weird
we
one.
being fair and balanced here?
Foreign policy is a weird one where it's kind of like you have to have the same hymn sheet, otherwise
Yeah, no, I mean, to be
people
fair,
start shooting each other.
yeah, I listened to
like,
that, and
yeah.
I'd agree. I don't think
No,
he was wrong in making
yeah.
that point of order.
Mm.
And then that just makes, well, but why does Starmer have to?
Well, there's a big embassy deal going.
Ah, well, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, hang on. Before we go on to that, I was going to say there was nearly a bust up at this position because when, sorry, what was the what's his name again?
Sir James Cleverly.
Sir James Cleverly was arguing from, chuntering from a sedentary position. Did you see what David Lammy was doing?
Oh yeah, he was sort of like
He was ready to get off his
Mouthing
feet and jump over the dispatch box.
yeah.
It honestly, he looked like he'd had 6 Stellas and he was ready to go.
Well, it's
The shoulders were going. He
it's
was
2 swords lengths apart. Of course.
well, yes,
Yeah.
okay, historical reference
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
No, and David Lammy was there and shouting. It was almost like the end of a British Friday night out where he was pointing over the dispatch box. Oh, you.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. I guess Lammy Chopsy.
Well, this is the thing. So, the Speaker has threatened to investigate matters because he would argue that some of his parliamentarians have been spied on. This is quite a seismic. It could become, and it already is, a seismic issue.
What spies within Whitehall?
Yeah, and
But it's just a thing.
I know it's a thing, but normally
I know.
Prime
You
Minister
can
doesn't
go through
fiddle
all of
about
the credentials and the,
Mhm.
MI5. Bless them. They've got enough to do, and I know those people working there are probably trying to find them as best they can, but they can't inspect every single person.
No,
who works
but
at Whitehall.
that's not the point. I mean, this is on the back of Starmer appointing a probably knowingly appointing an ambassador to the United States who was best mates and advised a convicted paedophile. This is on the back of a prime minister who has judgment issues when it comes to foreign policy. And now this other issue comes up where he's now having to release witness statements involved in the trial to sort of satisfy the baying masses that he is actually a sensible chap and he's not doing anything wrong.
So
he's already proven to have made mistakes.
So he's releasing these witness statements to prove that he made the right decision.
Yeah, whatever that's.
Whatever that.
Well, to demonstrate why the prosecution couldn't proceed, regardless of
But what
actions of
if
the
the
government.
witness statements prove that they could have proceeded?
Well, it's a risky move.
It's massively risky
Yeah.
because
Well, the point of witness
now
statements.
that the trial is going to be conducted in public.
Well, yeah, because it can't happen.
It can't happen now because if he releases the witness statements, that cannot be brought back. I mean, it's just
Presumably, I don't know.
Doesn't this come with a sub judice somehow?
Well, no, because the CPS have confirmed they're not proceeding.
So no
So there's
charges ever come up.
No, well, we don't know, but it might prevent charges being brought in the future. I don't know. That's quite a complex legal point. So I'd have to read someone else's legal opinion on it before I figured out my own.
So
but, yeah,
that's a massive gamble.
it is.
He's
It goes against the whole "don't ask a question." unless you know
unbelievable.
the answer.
And then on the background of it, and this is the other side, and you hinted at it before. The other big wheel that's moving around is the super embassy China
Yeah.
is trying
The
to
Super Embassy,
locate in the old Royal Mint buildings
China.
by Tower Hill, which is. Do you know the size of the plot that they're talking about?
No,
do you know where it is?
No.
Right, so go from Southwark side of the Tower Bridge.
Right.
You've got the London Mayor's building, that weird shaped blob thing.
Yeah.
There's a little garden there.
Yeah.
Tower Bridge, cross Tower Bridge. You've got Tower of London on your left. And then you've got, I think it's Catherine's Dock
Okay.
on the right-ish. And then it's just across the road on the other side. So if you keep walking with Tower of London on your left hand side, and you got the city on your left with the big skyscrapers there, it's literally like across a junction on
Prime
the right.
real estate.
So it's the old Royal Mint buildings.
Okay. There's a certain irony to that, isn't there?
And yeah, well, this is why they've gone for it, because it's got high walls. It's got massive, like 20-foot brick
Aren't they
walls.
trying to build tunnels underneath and stuff?
And
I've read
there's
the
all sorts of
nonsense.
things. Yeah, because they want a basement that's 3 stories deep, and it's got all sorts
wow.
of.
Can't hear people scream that.
Well, yes,
Well,
and then.
Yeah.
And then it's also the building on the back. There's some 1970s monstrosity on the back. I can't remember what's that being used, if it was a housing or anything. But it's a whole section. It's huge, huge bit of real estate right in the centre of the city of London, and it would dominate the skyline across the Thames.
Wow.
Right on that section.
I mean, it's worth noting how China's foreign policy operates. They do this domination.
Yeah, it would be a massive sort of
in Africa that comes in the form of building infrastructure and
roads and everything. Yeah.
Here it's clearly this sort of,
because at the moment China's got like several embassies across London.
Yeah, loads of countries do. They have consulates.
Well, yeah, because they've outgrown
they
different
need to
spaces.
represent the people who live. Yeah.
But this is the thing. So planning permission has been denied. Right. I think that's the last I heard. I think it was in March time.
Fair enough.
They're obviously appealing it, and it's coming. Yeah. But there's issues, and one of the biggest concerns is where the positioning is.
Right.
So if you think of it, if you think that part of the City of London, they're to the east of the city. The skyscrapers, the financial sort of area there, and they're in between there and the Isle of Dogs, which has now become and Canary Wharf. So you've got all of the city buildings there as well. Supposedly, and the theory is that there's telecommunications lines and other infrastructure that runs through Tower Hill and through the underground that way and around.
Oh, it's right in the it's right near British Telecom.
This is the thing,
yeah.
And that they would then be able to pipe straight into every telecommunications.
It's a little bit scary foreigner doing scary things, or is it?
No.
Is it a legitimate threat?
No, there's genuine legitimate. The positioning of where they want to put this would put them right in the middle of all of the telecommunications infrastructure of the country, including the banking sector.
Oh, right.
So they could have, and they could have a leech sort of tee off from every single piece of information, financial or otherwise, straight off the exchange there. So yes, it would be.
Fair enough.
It would be huge. And they're trying to stop them from doing that.
And we have quite serious diplomatic disputes with China over Hong Kong at the moment. And
I thought we gave it to them back. Sorry, I thought the Crown gave it to them back.
We gave it them back under the. I'm not the Crown.
Yeah.
We gave it them back under the proviso that they would respect the 50-year rule, which is Hong Kong can keep its system of government, democracy, and for 50 years. China have pushed against that quite severely, and we've allowed refugees from Hong Kong to come in.
Well, see, that's only 20 years to go.
Yeah.
It's not that, It's been 30 years coming up.
I know, but it's not cricket. We said 50 years, and they haven't complied.
You know, who's
It's
counting?
not on, really.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway.
but no, but that's a real dispute. It's not like it's a powerful superpower trying to crush a small little country. It's we have real issues with them.
Is there an element? I'm theorising here. Is there an element that these two spies, or alleged spies, are being pushed out of the way into China's arms, or that there's favours going on to try and keep the peace, or
that's been alleged by certain people.
Yeah, that was what was sort of hinted at.
That there are these various meetings going on involving SPADs and all that kind of thing. Where
Where
they say,
special advisors, by the way.
Yes, where we don't really, including Jonathan Powell, who was a former Tony Blair person. And interesting how they're all coming back, isn't it?
Yeah.
But apparently he was
the Reverend Blair himself.
That's it. Yes.
Are we even talking about that this week? That we've already gone an hour nearly on.
Oh no, I'm not talking. What? Oh, Gaza.
Oh yeah,
it'll come up under the next section probably.
Probably or probably not.
I don't know.
Well, I can't. We might save that for next week because by next week a ceasefire. Well, saying that, I've just seen about an hour ago. Well, an hour before we started recording, supposedly the ceafire's already broken.
Oh yeah,
we
wasn't going to.
That Israel have already started sending tanks in or firing upon Palestine. Anyway.
Yeah, well, Hamas didn't do. No, I'm joking.
Right, not doing that now.
Yeah,
not doing that now. Right, so that was anything else in PMQs today? Did anything else come up?
Very pathetic attempts by Labour to sort of say,
Britian.
Look how great we're doing.
Britian.
Oh, Britian.
Britian.
Yeah, Kemi doesn't know the name of the country.
Apparently. Did she make the chocolate bar though?
Was it a chocolate bar?
Yeah, it was printed. It was part of the goodie bag.
Oh right.
So they handed out a goodie bag to all of the attendees at a Tory conference, and in there was a chocolate bar that basically said when Labour makes a deal, Britian loses.
Oh right.
And it was on. That's what it was.
Okay.
Someone obviously is very, and you know what? I can actually understand how they've done that. Weird.
Oh, I've made that.
Weirdly,
I've made that
because do you know what? I think I've realised what they've done as well.
Oh yeah.
Someone is obviously very dependent on spell checker,
right?
An auto spell checker, and I know there's a couple of programs for graphic design because it's on for a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
That it won't spell check because it's just a box image that you put on, so it doesn't. That's what they've done.
Well, let's compare.
Do you know what? Adobe, this is to you.
Hello. Hi, Adobe.
InDesign needs a spell checker on it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
right.
Yeah. Dav is kicking off.
Yeah, because I got caught out with that as well on a post that I recently made.
Well, let's compare.
Well, I did do Britian.
Let's compare making a mistake on a chocolate bar, or messing up the prosecution of two quite dangerous, allegedly Chinese spies. You know, let's compare.
Yeah, but they were only what were they spying on in the end? You know, a couple of MPs,
including MPs who were helping Hong Kongers get out of Hong Kong.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing that's happened this week. I mean, it's not like a politician.
It quite possibly could be one of the worst things that's happened.
It's not like a politician's been convicted of bribery or anything. You know, it's not bad, is it? In comparison. Who would do that? Right. Anything else before we close this?
No. That's it.
No. Moving on.
We discussed it.
Moving on. Oh, there's listeners out there going, no, please talk more about PMQs today. We're so enjoying
this. Though. It was just a China thing.
It was pretty much just a China thing.
There were pathetic attempts to dissuade from it.
Yeah, there wasn't much else going on. Right, there we go. By the way, anything that you people out there in podcast land, you can get involved, by the way. I keep saying this every week, and very few of you do, and it feels like it's very lonely here. And I'm not trying to sort of guilt trip anyone, but you know, we do spend our time and effort in putting this podcast together for you, the people of your party and other places too. So share the love. Come back with a bit more feedback. Just give me an opinion. Sometimes it's just nice to see an opinion that is not one of ours that we could read out and discuss and say, well, person from that place,
You're wrong.
you're no, we wouldn't do that. That's
I think we have done that, but only in the sense of it a lot. I think we expand on feedback and comments, and I think that's good.
yeah.
We give
No,
more
I don't
context.
know. I don't like I don't like telling people that they're incorrect unless they are incorrect. But
No.
it's
No.
more of sort of opinion based on what do you think about what we're saying. Are we far off the money? Do you agree with us? Don't you? It's I don't like the idea of us doing this podcast and us convincing ourselves of our rightness when we could be completely wrong about something.
Oh, it makes me worry. You want to make sure that you're being challenged and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's got to be views, and we do want to discuss it. I'd like that. There's viewpoints. I know I throw about the mystery person who I say is my guy on the right, well, the far right, well, the extremely far right, who I know who says some weird things now and then. At the moment, that person is the only person I can reference for opposing opinion. And what was it today that this person came out with? I'll have to think. I'll come back with that after the break. But yeah, get in touch with us. So labourpod@gmail.com. We've still got the labourpod Gmail. I do apologise. We do need to move on from that, I mean, Christ, by the time I change that email, the party might have actually died for sure.
Or picked a new name.
Yeah, possibly.
Finally.
No, LabourPod. No,
What?
the other one where we used to be the other
Unofficial.
unofficial.
Yeah, we were never the.
No. We were officially unofficial,
Right, I see.
and we were official in the officialness of our unofficiality.
Right, end the section now.
End of section now. Contact us. Facebook, Podbean, Spotify,
Yep.
YouTube.
Yep.
Watch us. Subscribe to us. Yes, subscribe to us as well.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yes, do that.
Mm.
That helps us, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it does things with
The algorithm.
the algorithm. Yeah, I've been learning about this algorithm, a YouTube algorithm and a Spotify algorithm, and it just means that people of a similar interest get to see us, hear us, and if you think we're worthwhile, and people should maybe listen to it, especially. And I try not to get too deep into things.
Yeah.
Try not to, but yeah, support us if you can. Give us a like and a share and whatever. And I hate saying that. Feels
Like,
dirty.
share, subscribe.
Oh, it feels dirty saying that. It's like, please,
Please,
would you do that for us?
Yeah.
I mean, we're really good, but we do spend time doing this. Anyway, contact us. Back up to the break. See you in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the Two Left Feet, the unofficial Labour Party podcast. I'm your host, Dafydd Vaughan, alongside co-host
Jay.
Jay. What?
I'm eating a biscuit.
You're eating a biscuit? I didn't go back on the air just to surprise you while you were eating a biscuit there, did I?
That's right. They can all listen to me eating a biscuit now.
They all listened to you eating a biscuit.
That's fine.
You are exactly like the minister from the thick of it now. Would you like a plate? Would you like a seat with your biscuit?
No.
Do you know what I found out about? Do you know
You need to stop pointing at me.
Right.
You've done it twice now.
Right.
That's
The
upsetting.
thing is, people listening don't know that I'm pointing.
Yeah,
at
I know, and I'm telling them. Whilst I'm minding my own business,
eating a biscuit. Yeah.
I've started a podcast.
Yeah.
And aggressively pointing at me.
Quickly.
Yeah.
To catch you out while you're sneaking a biscuit.
What did you find out?
Right. So, what was the name of the character in the thick of it? Abbott.
Hugh Abbott.
Hugh Abbott.
Yeah.
Do you know why he got replaced in the thick of it?
No, I don't. No, genuinely. Sorry, that sounded sarcastic. I
Genuinely,
genuinely don't know.
I didn't realise,
No?
and it yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna look that up now, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am.
Yeah, convicted, I think.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember the name of the actor.
Chris Langham.
Chris Langham. Yeah. Have you found it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Yes, it is. I
Oh,
did really.
dear.
And the thing is, like, I know we reference the thick of it all the time, but yeah, and it was around that time.
Do
So
you know what? You know when you see like all these groups and stuff being all like, "Oh, the pedos are everywhere." There are quite a
there's
lot.
quite a lot of pedos about. Yeah,
It's quite upsetting.
there's
Oh dear. Not of any particular persuasion. I think that's what's worrying is that
they're there.
they're everywhere,
there.
and they're of all creeds,
Yeah,
and yep.
a load of nonsense to me. Nonsense.
I'm now just reading about.
You're now reading about Chris Langham.
Yep.
Yeah. I've now. So sorry.
He wrote for the Muppet Show.
He did. He did write for the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
And
Kind of sinister that.
well,
now, isn't it?
how close he was to kids.
Yep. That's quite worrying, upsetting.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to our segment, our weekly segment, apart from the last 3 weeks where we've not been on the air, but our episodical segment
He played
of
Arthur Dent in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
he did.
Yeah.
We're going to our country. Our country, which is the tree that's in the zoo on the island on the world that's
If
revolving.
you end up nominating,
And
if you end up nominating Chris Langham now, that's
why would I have mentioned such
that
a
would have been
thing?
an amazing segue. Is that what you're doing? Brilliant. Let the cat out of the bag. Fantastic. Wonderful. I'm quick to catch up. No, this is fine.
Thank you for giving.
I know you're upset, but
I'm upset because
this proves we don't script this and we don't plan it at all.
no, we don't plan it at all. We just do.
I figured out in the moment that what you were doing.
What I was doing. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
Dearie me.
So,
Well, I know all about him now.
nominations for this week's immigrant into our country. So you've given mine away. So it's Chris Langham. Just because when I was watching the thick of it again a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and I happened to do a Google search and go, what happened to him? I haven't seen him since doing that, and I'm like, oh, okay, yes. So convicted nonce.
There we go.
Who's your nomination, the immigrant for our country to sit on the branch in the zoo on the island on a planet that's evolving at 100 miles an hour?
It's the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
You're really trying to get this one in, aren't you?
Because he should be there.
Which is funny because that's why he said to Stormy Daniels as well.
See, you're providing my reasons for me. Whilst not a nonce, he's an adjudicated rapist. So a judge has determined that he has raped people or a person. Recently, he was denied or he wasn't given the Nobel Peace Prize, and I think we ought to give him another award that's more in standing with his.
So hang on, what you're saying is that instead of putting in a convicted paedophile into the island,
yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, Donald's already been to that one. I mean, this one, with the zoo, with the tree, and our country. Are you saying that a convicted paedophile shouldn't go into our country, and a non-convicted paedophile should be there instead?
You said that. I didn't say that.
Well, he's not been convicted for being a paedophile.
No, but I didn't say he was a paedophile.
He went to an island. He went to an island. He's no friends with someone. He wasn't a friend. He didn't go there. He didn't draw any images, and he's not been convicted for being a nonce.
No.
So you want the non-convicted nonce to go into our country and the convicted nonce to stay out
Yeah, I don't think it's safe for a convicted nonce to be on
in
our country.
our country. But then who's he going to be in there with? He's going to have Nigel, Mandy. Who else do we put in?
Oh, that bloke who was horrible about Diane Abbott.
Um,
Allegedly. Ryan, no. I probably made a note of this somewhere.
I made a note of it. Paul Overton.
Oh, well done.
Ovenden.
Yeah.
Ovenden. Who else did we put in? We put someone else in, did we? Oh, of course. Benjamin Netanyahu.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
And I thought we'd go. I thought this week we sort of because you basically made the comment of, does it always have to be nonces and terrorists? And
You doubled down and went, yes, it does.
yes, it does.
That's a great idea.
I mean,
Let's talk about something uncomfortable and horrible.
Yeah,
Every
but a
podcast.
different kind of uncomfortable.
That's true.
Let's go light entertainment this week.
Bloody hell.
I mean, okay. I mean, you could say that about Donald Dunce as well, but in terms of just the sheer outrage that of a brilliant TV series that I absolutely adore watching and will quite happily watch repeatedly, I can never watch that again.
Why?
I can't. Not in the same way.
No. Oh, I understand. Yeah.
I can't look at it the same way and go,
Yeah.
I can't. Because those first couple of series now, I'm just going to go, was that the time he was doing that?
Level 5 images as well.
I don't know what that means.
It's horrible. It's not good.
Sorry, what does level 5 images?
It's a scale. So image if you in child sex images or other kinds.
Right.
It's sadism or bestiality.
Sorry.
So the images he was convicted of possessing,
Yes.
were of sadism or bestiality.
With children.
I don't know necessarily with children, but that's what
Sorry,
it
I
says
mean
here.
that's slightly more than that's evil.
It's not. Yeah, it's horrible.
Okay, so Jay, who's it gonna be? I mean,
dear.
level 5.
Mm.
Is that like DEFCON? That's
It's
the
top
highest.
level.
That's
Yeah, it's the top level. Yeah.
So top nonce.
Mhm. Yeah. He was only jailed for 6 months
Where really?
and banned from working with children for 10 years.
What is that? It?
No, yeah, I know. It's
Hang on,
just
so-
astonishing.
But it's been past 10 years now.
I know. So presumably he's out
Well,
and
back
about.
in the game.
I wouldn't term it like that, quite. But
My
yeah.
God, he's going to turn up as a reform candidate at this rate.
Yeah, 2007 he was convicted.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. That was
Yeah.
that was.
Oh,
he
of course, yeah,
got
yeah.
replaced, and
It's got to be him, hasn't it? It's got to
you.
be him.
The more you're reading, the more you go in.
It's just horrible. What a horrible man.
So who's your vote this week? Donald Dunce or Chris the Nonce?
Kristen Nonce.
What-
Yeah, it's got to be. Sorry, I'm just.
You're just still reading, aren't you?
you? I'm not even going to read that out. That's how horrible it is. I'll talk
Seriously?
about anything. Oh yeah, I'll tell you later. It's horrible. Anyway, I'm not reading it out. Anyway,
Okay.
my question is:
Yeah.
our country
Yeah.
is meant to be a place for the ruinous, the difficult, the adverse. Is he just too horrible and evil? I mean, Nigel Farage.
Hang on.
Sorry, yeah.
Benjamin
Yeah, no.
Netanyahu's in there.
Now you're about to say that, yeah.
And mass murderer,
yeah. Not.
genocidal maniac.
He's not directly a mass murderer though. He hasn't killed people himself. He's just hoarded it.
Are we going to have to talk? Oh, no. That's semantics. That.
I mean, I'm a legal scholar, so literally all semantics. But
So, do you know? I'm hating for myself for using this example because everybody goes to this example. Are you saying Hitler was not a murderer?
it was he was a soldier at one stage, so he probably did kill people.
Okay, apart from that bit.
Right, okay. Apart from that bit.
Yeah. I mean, just the political side.
No, he's a genocidal maniac like Benjamin Netanyahu arguably is, allegedly. In case he comes and gets me.
Oh, yeah, because Mossad are listening to
That's
this.
it. Well, they might be.
Oh,
Anyway.
well done, Mossad.
Yeah.
Now
That's really thorough, actually. If they are listening to this, job well done.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They're doing very well.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, wasting their time, arguably, but yeah.
Oh no, every view matters.
I will chase every view.
Yeah, before you know it, will be getting. I don't know. Supposedly, there's been a lot of people getting threats in the media from certain organisations of that inclination.
Oh, right. Anyway.
I wonder if we ever get those. I mean, it's sort of like a badge of honour if we do.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we will report it.
Absolutely.
But I think...
if we keep saying Mossad, do you think we will come up on their radars?
I mean, we said Hamas quite a lot.
Mossad, yeah.
We said Hamas quite a lot in the previous
We have said
episode, So we'll see what happens. But
and Benjamin Netanyahu and Nonce. So we've got the...
Do you think he's a not? No, don't. Why ask that question?
I doubt it.
I think I will get Donald Trump on the island eventually.
No, well, I mean, hang on. Which way is your vote going?
I think I mean, I'm reading it. He's a horrible.
I knew this would get you.
It's just absolutely.
I knew this would get you.
Yeah.
There we go. So
that's
I
it.
say, yeah, it's going to be. So this week's immigrant onto the island or into the zoo known as our country, and he's going to be sitting on a branch all on his own. And I think even the other psychopaths in that current tree will probably stay away from this one for a lot of different reasons. He's probably sitting in the back room on the tree eating biscuits as we talk.
In the back room on the tree.
On the tree.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So welcome to our country, Chris Langham. Well done, you horrific nonce. Right then, we'll be back right after this break where we'll be talking about your party.
Happier things, I hope.
What?
Happier things, I hope.
No, we're going to be talking about your party.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And all of the things that have been going on with that and regional assemblies and power grabs and...
Can I make just a slight political point before we finish?
God, on a political podcast?
No, because it sounds like we've just
serious
pulled an ancient case of paedophilia out the back. It's really worth noting that while everyone is listening to the intractable discussions about ethnic-based paedophile gangs across the country, that this kind of shit has been happening in this country for decades,
still continues to happen,
and is hidden away and is
but they're
elite protected.
Yeah, and this,
etc.
This is sort of half the reason why it sprung to mind.
Yeah,
is that it's not a Muslim Asian person who's just arrived on a boat or something. No, there's bad people everywhere.
Yep, all the time.
And that kind of mentality there's a percentage of every single group that has these people. And that's it, open your eyes.
Yeah.
Open your eyes, man. Smell the coffee.
That's it.
Drink from the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can continue to listen to...
And it takes the majority decent people in all of our communities to make sure we can protect our children and find these people and get rid of them.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
I take your political point and I agree with you.
Thank you, sir.
But if you don't agree with Jabez, then always contact us via Facebook.
If you don't agree with that, I'll be extremely interested to hear from you. I really
Well, I think there'll be a few government agencies quite keenly interested to hear from you too.
Possibly.
Especially now we've got Mossad listening in. Do you reckon they boost our listenership if I keep saying that? Mention a few others. What else is it? GCHQ?
Yeah, CIA.
Hello, GCHQ. Hello, who are you listening? We appreciate your viewership. As long as... do us a favour. If you can do it, can you run a couple of computers through different platforms and just boost our numbers up a bit?
That's it.
Keep it British. Yes.
CIA?
CIA... I couldn't care less if CIA are listening. CIA wouldn't be listening, though, would they?
Well, NCA might be.
Yeah. It would be them. GCSQ's down in Swindon, is it, or Cheltenham?
Cheltenham.
Cheltenham, they are.
Don't
All
ask-
right, me lovers down there, give us a good listen.
Don't
Give
ask
us a
me how I know.
let's enjoy your cider. Oh, is that a bit further
Imagine if
north?
they all talk like that.
I think they're a bit
GCSQ.
further north than that, but yeah. Who else could boost our numbers by
MI5, MI6.
MI4? Yeah, we've said those before.
Yeah.
What's the French one?
I don't know their name. Like,
KGB.
yeah. I
Well,
don't think they exist anymore.
what are they called now?
Oh,
I have whatever. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. I wonder if New Zealand has a secret service.
That's a good question.
The
FSB,
FSB.
Federal Security Service Bureau.
And it is the sort of thing where all of these different agencies, because we named them, have to listen to our podcast now.
Yeah.
And we hope a couple of agents, if you actually just genuinely don't mind listening to this podcast, tell a friend.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
New Zealand Security Intelligence Service.
They genuinely have one.
Yeah, of course they do.
No. But they're New Zealand.
I know.
Why would they want one?
Te Pawaka Maru Maru. That's their name in Maori.
If you haven't pronounced that right, we're going to get complaints. And if you do want to complain, go to labourpod@gmail.com and give us your complaint and opinion.
Speaking Welsh is much worse.
Right then, we'll be back with your party news right after this. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back, humanoids. Welcome to the Two Left Feet, the unofficial Your Party podcast. I'm your host, Dafydd Vaughan, joined alongside with the non-biscuit eating
Jabez Andrew Oakes.
You've middle named yourself.
I know.
I mean, interesting that.
Yeah.
I mean, considering your whole thing about data and your own personal identity and everything, you've gone and given more information.
Not my identity, the identity of other people.
Yeah, but you've gone and given more information about yourself.
People know that. That's all.
Thing is, I've never
out there, man.
never middle named you.
It's out there, man. It's out there. People know it. People know my middle name.
Yeah,
Andy.
but they don't know your full name.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
I just said it.
Have you?
Jabez Andrew Oakes.
Have you?
Oh, that. No, don't worry about that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's not my legal name.
See,
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No.
Is it not?
Technically, no.
Did you? I'm going to have a conversation with you later
That's
about that.
fine. Yeah.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Anywho, last segment of the show, because we're already well over an hour and I don't want another 2-hour one like we have been doing in previous weeks. Your party. Go.
What, I'm starting?
I don't know where to start with this one.
Oh, okay. I think it's worth noting that we all got an email the other day about regional assemblies.
Yes,
And
regional assemblies. We've got the month of decision coming up ahead.
That's it. And
You decide.
yeah, so if you haven't joined the party already and are considering it, you
Now
do
is the
actually
time.
need to join.
Yeah, now is the time
And you
because
can leave later
decision
on.
makings are
Yeah.
coming up.
I think most of us who have joined your party know how to leave a party. So you can just leave afterwards if you're not happy
Yeah.
with the situation.
But you got to be in the room to decide.
You do, and that's always the rule, and it's an important rule. And there are key decisions to be made. Obviously, there's still some concerns about the decision-making process and what the role of regional assemblies actually are. Are they a deliberative process or an actual decision-making body? I wonder what your thoughts are on Dav, because you could know
Yeah, because
some more about that.
well, whether there's no decision as of such until conference.
Yeah.
There is no. I mean, it's the conference in Liverpool on the 29th and 30th of November. For those of you who are in the party already, you'll already know that date. And in terms of the regional assemblies which have been set up, and I will give the list of them in a moment, these assemblies will give an opportunity for members to turn up to meetings and gatherings to listen to the 4 founding documents of the party, and to be able to give feedback and maybe amendments to challenge what's been written, and the most popular amendments or additions or subtractions or whatever edits that need to be made will be put towards conference. And these 4 founding documents will be what will be discussed across most of certainly one of the days. Not all amendments will obviously go through. It will be the most popular ones, and
That's democracy.
that's how it goes, yeah. So in terms of how important are they, what decision-making abilities they have, you will have a say on the founding principles. So one of the documents is the mission statement of the party. It's the 1-page mission statement of what the party is. So there will be a lot of things that might be added, some things that a lot of people might feel that should be subtracted, depending on the political sort of the feeling, ethos of it all. So it is important that you do attend assemblies where possible. If not, it's not, everything's changeable. Don't worry. There will be a chance to say, and of course things can be amended in conferences in years to come. So don't feel like it's the be all and end all, and because they don't particularly support one subject that's close to someone's heart doesn't mean that it won't do. So if it is, I've heard this from a few people where they feel like, well, if they don't support in favour of X, Y, Z, I can't support them.
Well, we've regularly raised this in this podcast.
Yeah, but we've raised specific issues.
Yeah,
there's
take
more
time.
more than one thing that I've heard about. And it depends on the input. I was at a convention a few weeks ago in Birmingham, which is brilliant, by the way, and met fantastic people. Coordinators, organisers from all across the country, and it was amazing speaking to loads of them. That I spoke to dozens of people that day, and everybody had a different reason. Similar themes on some subjects, but you start to talk to them about what's important to you, why, what drives you to become involved in this. There was some things that was to do with AI. Some people had privacy. Data privacy as the big driver. Some was environmental. Some was social politics. Some just massive diverse reasons of why they wanted to be involved and what they were passionate about. So don't feel as though the party's not for something or is for something at this stage if it doesn't mention it in that document. There's always time to campaign for that afterwards.
Well, this is it. I mean, and this is what Corbyn emphasises in his article in The Guardian, which is linked in the email. That's why I'm mentioning it. And he speaks about the nature of having a democratic party and how that will be so different to
massively
what we have already in our system.
One of the issues, though, is something that I know I'm sort of facing in the voluntary work, and it is voluntary work that I've been doing and you've been doing and a few others have been doing.
I don't think I've been doing. I've just
you've been
coming in and saying,
you've been coming in and doing
wrong.
your doing your bit, which is coming in, going that's rubbish, and then moving on.
Definitely. Sorry.
Is that the ethos of the party outweighs the individual's opinion?
Yeah.
So the collective opinion is more important than the demands of an individual, and especially if those individuals are seen as more senior to others. I think there's a few people that need to have a little bit of a reality check and understand that their supposed seniority does not matter. It is not pertinent to what is going on. They need to understand that every individual within the party has the same voice and should have the same ability to speak and give their opinions out as any other.
Well, this is it, and despite my criticism, that's been clearly set out what the process is for your individual voice, be it senior or less so.
Yeah,
is through the regional assemblies and then through the sortition process. I mean, Jeremy refers to it as jury service selection, if you like. Like you'll be,
called
up to do your duty at conference. I quite like that. I still disagree with it as a process, but that's fine. and I really hope I don't get picked. But the in terms of the, is it fair to say that what you're saying is gatekeeping or sort of
Yeah,
information control?
there is elements of that.
Yeah.
That there are factions within, and the thing is, but anybody who's involved in your party at any level,
Yeah.
whether you're a member who's waiting to hear from something, probably the reason why you're waiting to hear from something or the party is because there's just individuals who they've been in the Labour Party, they
Yeah.
know the functions of the Labour Party, they've been high up in the Labour Party, they, for whatever reason, aren't there anymore, and them and the people around them have moved into this structure, and they're finding it very difficult
because they're using their instincts.
because that's what they're used to. And because that's what they've done in the past, that's what they're going to do in the future. The problem is, by doing that, is that when others who have seen this brilliant idea where it's grassroots, we can do things on a local level and then just feed up into a bigger structure. And there's more of that view than the other, where there's still an element of people trying to do a top-down management style.
Yeah.
Which is, and don't get me wrong, I don't think their intentions are perverse in any way. I think they feel that they're doing the right thing for the best, for the greater good, the greater good. But they're just wrong. In another party, yes, that would work well. In this one, and for the paid up membership of the people who are joining with the ethos that it's going to be grassroots, there are people that are already failing and letting the basic members down.
And they're not doing it, as you say, intentionally, but they need to take stock now and realise that their method is not the method that's being chosen.
It's not the method, and they throw these arguments out, and I can understand. And then their supporters are saying, "Well, we need to concentrate on fighting reform and going after these. There's no reason why we should be talking about constitutional stuff. It's unimportant. It's really important.
Well,
it's massively important.
To put it how Corbyn has said it, I'll go further. Undemocratic parties produce undemocratic societies, where a small section of society owns the resources we all need to survive. Democratic parties produce democratic societies, where wealth and resources are owned by us all. That's why a lot of people join your party, to create a democratic emphasis in our country.
Yeah, and to try and in not that I'm relating the supporters of your party with the Reform Party, but in all fairness, there's a lot of crossover.
Yeah,
and the crossover is we're tired of how things are being run. Both sets of supporters agree that we can't go on the way we are. We can't go on with this race to the bottom, where great members of state, who heads of state, well, not heads of state, but the functionaries of state in decades gone by, are no longer seeking out to become public servants.
and this is it. Yeah,
because the system does not allow them to get that high anymore.
And I think that's the main difference between, apart from many others, between Reform and your party on that line of thinking, is Reform want a particular methodology, which is singular, direct, powerful, quick set of movements in a certain direction, whereas your party perhaps have identified we want to build a more democratic and communicative situation.
To develop a state that rules by consent.
Yeah.
So it's the whole idea of...
It's the British way,
which is the Well, I mean, recently...
we've tried to make it a British
recently
way.
the British way. I mean, it's not that far back when it wasn't, but certainly in the last century, that's where we've tried to be. And to conduct, to be able to enforce our laws by consent, to be able to create new laws by consent, to be able to tax people by consent, and for people to be willing to pay the tax because it's all by consent.
Yes, rather than at gunpoint,
or threats of being put in jail. You know, most.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to get jurisprudential analysis this point in the podcast.
But
what are your views on Dworkin's force of law? Have you started a course recently that... No.
just leave that alone for a minute.
What about the Hart and Devlin debate?
Oh, do you know what, Owen Jones? I will come back to you with an answer next.
Oh gosh, I'm sure he knows all about that.
I'm sure he does. In terms of what I'm saying a bit, you know, with the your party in the assemblies, let's stick to the subject. Or we'll be rambling here for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, go on.
Know. And I would just like to sort of, anyone listening to this, your organisers or anyone in your party, listen. We're all trying to work towards the same end. I don't mind enthusiasm and doing your own thing and your own area, going for it and trying to organise and get people together. That's brilliant. There should be more discussion, more talk, more meetings, more. But, you know, if at any point you get the feeling that you're overstretching yourself just a little bit too much, where you're speaking on behalf of too many people without consent, there's the issue. And that goes against the ethos of the party. That it's the whole point of consent. And in terms of, you know, but we don't know the membership yet. We haven't got the data out. Don't know who's who. We do know who's who. It's quite simple. Everybody's got a confirmation email. If you turn up to a meeting, show them the confirmation email. That's a start.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of what's happening now and currently this week, we've actually got an email list that, you know, many organisers now are getting in touch with great people who are now stepping up to organising in a central role. We're getting emails out.
Great.
So there's actually an email base and a contact that most organisers can get in touch with now and be able to. And we could put events up on the members page.
I've seen the event.
It's happening. It's working.
I really like. Can I just say that the bit that's persuaded me, because I after the last few weeks, and not just because of the processes and things that have happened and things I've been involved in and advised on, but also commitments elsewhere and whatever else. I wasn't going to join your party.
No, because it was an absolute show.
It was like a repeat of the past. But and the aneurysm in my head can only get so much bigger before it bursts. The upshot is that their email, the last part of this email, persuaded me because of its transparency, and I think that's really important for the central office, if you like, of the party, which is going to exist, even if it's just passing the papers of democracy around. And they talk about, if you pay membership on the system launched on the 18th of September, the first system, be assured that you are a member and you can participate. That's great. Loads of people didn't know that. For the first event, you'll just need to show proof that you joined, which is what you're saying,
exactly,
which is brilliant.
Yeah.
They've also been very, very clear on the issue that's holding things up and why it's holding things up. And people can read the email. And it's to do with MOU Operations Limited and stuff. So that shows that this sort of battle of wits in the background is still going on, and that's fine. And I'm so glad
that is that part of it is infuriating.
It must be, but at least we know that's what's happened.
And this is the thing,
right? I know that already.
You know, because that
privilege and all that. But sorry, the privileged information of advising people, but I now know officially, and so do all the members.
There's an email that's
really important, and it demonstrates that your party is getting past one of the big things that Labour Party struggled with, which was fear of looking silly. That the media are going to pick things apart if things look a bit messy and a bit silly.
We're going to be picked apart for that anyway.
Yeah, and that's great.
And
that means I'll join.
But then it does,
maybe
exactly what you say there. I really couldn't give two. I couldn't give two about the media picking apart things like that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because the bigger it's a bigger a bigger entity than that. There are. It is a good email, and I suspect that I know who's, pushing forward with it. I've been in meetings with a couple of them, and they're good people. They're really good people, and they're really, they're doing such hard work, and especially after the last few weeks, to be able to pick the ball up and
Yeah.
drive it through,
Mhm.
and to get, to
And
achieve the targets of being able to get a conference. Fantastic jobs that they're doing.
and the people who have a different view of how things should be done and have been debating and arguing against that, and who, by the looks of it, have lost, they should still be involved. They've lost a debate. They haven't lost their membership.
There's nothing else.
They're still part of the party. We still need them and want them.
Yeah, there's other things. There's all these moving parts going on. There's all these people have got an idea of what it should look like and how the party should look. And it's exactly that point. If your viewpoint of what the party should look like is fallen as an idea, that's not the end of the world. Just get, we're still on the same team. We're still, after the same goals. Just get with the picture, and maybe question a couple of assumptions. Question assumptions. That's the best advice that I can sort of give out to a few organisers and everything. Question why, and then go from there. Right. Before we go on, I'm just going to read out where these assemblies are going to be. So these are going to be assemblies that are going to be discussing big key points and structures, and they're going to allow feedback from the membership to go back to central organisers and the organising team there, who are then going to represent these documents for conference on the 29th and 30th of November. And then in the conference hall, they will be debated with possible amendments. So with amendment suggestions given to the team over the next 3 weeks. The assemblies will start next week, I believe. So we're on the 15th of October now. They start from, I think, this weekend, actually, when the documents will be ready and they will be out. And then
can't wait for that bit. That's going to be my favourite bit.
Oh,
just scrutinising the document.
It's going to be like Christmas.
I'm going to tear it to shreds.
Do you know what? I've just seen a smile on your face now that I think the last time that came about was Christmas Eve in 2007.
Oh, right.
Santa's coming tomorrow. All these assemblies.
Christmas. I was quite old in 2007.
Were you?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what were you in 2007? Sorry, 2007 or 20. I
can't even remember. Such a long time ago.
No, it wasn't.
I was 17.
Exactly that. That was probably your last Christmas where you thought Santa Claus was going to come and see you.
Really?
Yeah. For you, I can imagine.
Definitely.
These assemblies.
We call him Father Christmas, by the way. Anyway,
are we putting him in on the tree next week?
How dare you?
Oh, do you know what?
Top of the tree.
Do you know what? Christmas edition. I might put him up. I might put jolly old Saint Nick up as part of your country.
All right, go for
it. Or
our
country, what it is. Our country.
Yeah, our country.
Our country. Well, I mean, he'd fit right in. I mean, he is someone who sneaks into little boys' rooms at the middle of the night and, anyway. So these assemblies, they have to be done and concluded by the 8th of November. Now, some of these dates that I'm going to read might be suspiciously quite tight to the end of that schedule.
Why is that, Dav?
That's possibly because a lot of these groups have just been told within the last couple of weeks they are allowed to do it, and they're trying to give as much time as possible and notification to the membership to be able to attend. And sometimes it's just a case of venue booking and logistics. They've all been asked to do it more towards weekend on Saturday and Sunday to try and get the most attendance possible. Some might be in a weekday, and that might be because of venue and just logistics of venue, and that's the only time they can do it. Most of these assemblies are running for about 4 or 5 hours. You probably don't need to be there for 4 or 5 hours. You could probably go in, sit on a session with a facilitator, talk about the document, give your views, and then go. You don't have to be there all day. It's meant to be a moving meeting where you can join in.
What about facilitators?
Facilitators, if you volunteered as a facilitator,
I did.
If you are going to be, you might be asked in your area to help with an assembly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what it is. And you will be given an email with a training video.
Cool.
or something. I don't know how they're delivering a training. Pardon me, delivering a training, but basically they're going to instruct you on how to be a facilitator. And your job is to basically sit in a group of 8 to 10 people, or up to 10 people, talk about the document amongst that group, get feedback, make notes on the feedback, and then feed that into the system at the end of the assembly. And then that goes up the chain, and then it goes into a room where, all the more popular amendments get put together, or similar amendments get put together. Right, so in no order at all other than alphabetical, we've got assemblies happening in Birmingham, to be confirmed, which basically, and like I said, a lot of organisers have been told in the last...
It's voluntary. We've
only been told in the last, 10 days.
Okay.
This is going ahead, and
I should book the NEC, you'll be fine.
Gee, right. It's more, and then it's also funds available.
Yeah, sure.
So a lot of these have been dependent on membership, because the thing is, the funds from the first portal are not available. So
because of the thing.
Because of the thing. So this is funds from the second portal plus from the Peace and Justice Project, which is already existing, and so that's where the funds are coming from. So we got Birmingham to be confirmed, Brighton, the 8th of November.
Okay.
Very last day. Bristol, the 8th of November. Cardiff, to be confirmed. Don't know what's happening in South Wales. Currently, they in South Wales are having an all Wales meeting, though it's not, well, I mean, they're inviting everyone. They're saying they're inviting everyone from the whole of Wales, but it's a small room in Merthyr Tydfil, so reading that what you will. Hopefully Cardiff will announce a assembly soon. Colchester, they've been ahead of the game. They've been organised. 25th of October, they're booked in, which is in 10 days, so a week Saturday, is that? Coventry, to be confirmed. Yeah, Coventry, come on, get yourselves together.
Yeah, sort it out.
There's you're all on the same side there, so anyone listening in Coventry, come on. Don't let the side down.
Any issues in Coventry? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Dundee, to be confirmed. East London, I met some people from East London in the convention.
I hear there are people there.
Yes,
Yeah.
There's lots of people there, but they haven't confirmed yet, so hopefully they will. Falmouth.
Are you okay?
I just looked at it. I looked at it from the side and I went, Foulmouth. All right, that's a Britain. Falmouth. They're going for the 1st of November. So they're going for the middle Saturday.
Great.
Which means that they're ahead of the game. They're organised. Glasgow, to be confirmed. Greater Manchester, to be confirmed. Yeah. Leeds, to be confirmed. I'm just going to say TBC.
Leeds.
Llandudno, the North Wales Assembly, 8th of November.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well.
We were going to go for the 1st of November. By the way, I'm North Wales. We were trying to
go all of North Wales.
Yes, for the 1st
how large
of November. And I might have said to my group that it was looking at the 1st. We had to move it to the 8th. Because there was a conflict of booking. It wasn't organised. There's some great organisers in North Wales that have really taken the lead on this, and they're fantastic. And when this is all over, they deserve to be bought several pints, and I know I'll be buying them quite a few because they have been absolutely brilliant.
I'm sure people.
The two guys who know that the organisers there. I'm not going to name them because I don't think that's fair without the consent, but I'm definitely buying you two a pint, at least one, possibly several. There was conflict between a booking that's already happening at Venue Cymru.
Okay.
So it's happening at Venue Cymru on the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be the 1st, and supposedly the other booking is going to be a noisy one.
Right.
So the people running the venue basically said, I don't think it'd be. And then we sort of said, well, what if we get you chuck in a PA for for free,
Yeah.
so we could talk over it, and they just went, no, no, it's not going to work. So we're going on the 8th. So that's that one. So yeah, everyone in North Wales, listen up. Margate to be confirmed. Merseyside to be confirmed, but they have just had a massive rally as well the other day
In St.
in
George's,
St George's Hall.
Yeah.
Um,
Available in the email. There's a link in the email to watch.
to watch, yeah.
There's those of us who tried to watch the live stream.
Yes, I did hear. I mean, at least I'm not the only person who can't organise meetings with Zoom. You know, that's a very niche joke to a few people who know that. Yeah, Merseyside. I'd imagine Merseyside. They're very
They'll sort
organised
it
there.
out.
Yeah, they're very organised there. I mean, they've got the conference, so I can't imagine them not putting one in. Milton Keynes, the 25th of October, very organised. Well done, Milton Keynes. Newcastle to be confirmed. North London, 25th of October. There you go, very organised. Very, very organised. Norwich, first one up this Saturday, 19th of October. Well done, Norwich. Actually, round of applause for Norwich. Not the kind of applause we give to people going on the island, but yeah, Norwich is well ahead. Plymouth to be confirmed. Sheffield, the 2nd of November. South London, the 2nd of November. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 assemblies across the country. Length of the breadth of the country. I think there's pretty much one in every reasonably highly populated area. I can see people in some areas complaining they haven't got one actually, but unfortunately I suspect that is the way that it's going. So there you go, there's your 22 regional assemblies.
Yeah.
They're on the way. So as of this Saturday, Norwich leads the way. Well done, Norwich. You're first out the starting blocks. You'll get the first look on the 4 founding documents, and then it ends with the likes of us in Llandudno, and Brighton and Bristol.
I've just joined your party.
And have you just done that? Was it that easy?
Yeah, just done it.
Just done it like
Sorted.
that. So this is the thing.
Job
You
done.
can do it too. Jabez here has done it in the time it took me to read the
Yeah, what were you doing? I've got no idea. I wasn't listening.
What?
No, sorry.
And that's what's happening. And then we've got conference at the end of November as well. So busy few weeks coming up ahead. I wonder if we can get people in on this podcast of ours.
Definitely sort it out
and talk about everything. But I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how we go. So anything else your party?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Be
Keep on keeping on.
Be nice.
Be
Do the
nice.
work. Yeah, everyone should be nice.
Oh, I don't know about that. By the way, I just a reiteration on a joke that I think that you missed in a previous segment. Lammy Chopsy is a great nickname.
Yeah.
Lamb chops.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, you did get it. I wasn't too sure. Anyway,
I was trying to explain the potential.
Anyway, humanoid
procedure.
Unless there's anything else you could say for this week, Jay?
No.
I think that is it for us this week on the Two Left Feet. We thank you again for listening. We hope you'll join us next week and any subsequent weeks. If we don't broadcast on a Wednesday, don't feel like, oh my God, the world's going to fall apart. It just means we've been really busy and things happen in our lives.
Or didn't feel like it.
Or didn't feel like
no,
it.
That's not true. It's because we're busy.
Yeah, we're really busy. And especially the coming weeks, we will try and put something out on a Wednesday, or it might be a bit sporadic over this next month because of things. But we do appreciate you listening. Please do get in touch and give us your comments. And
I've registered for a regional assembly.
Excellent. Thank you
That's
very
how
much.
quick
That's
it
how
all
quick
is.
it is.
There's no editing.
Quick it is. There's no excuses.
That all took about 15 minutes.
No, it didn't. I wasn't reading that for 15 minutes.
It felt like it.
Then the rest of this is going to feel so much longer.
Oh, right. Okay.
This is what your party's already doing for you. It's already elongating the lifespan that you feel that you have. 30 seconds feels like 15 minutes. You're gonna live forever. You're gonna
just added it to my calendar.
Great tools again.
Yeah,
Great tools.
that was
again.
easy.
That was easy. Right. Okay, humanoids, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening this week. We will join you next week for another episode of The Two Left Feet, available on all your favourite podcast platforms, apart from Apple at the moment, which I still can't figure out. Yeah, there's all sorts of authentication things that I haven't had time to sort out. So you can get all of your podcasts for The Two Left Feet on all of the major ones that matter. Apple doesn't matter, but there you go. Right then, humanoids, thank you very much. We'll speak to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Because lammy chopsy. Lamb chops.
Just stop the
No, it's funny.
Stop.
It could have been
I'm
funnier
not
than
laughing.
that.
Stop the recording.
Oh,
I'm not even being paid for this. Just stop.
God.
Everyone gets the joke.
Lammy chopsy. Lammy chopsy.
If I laugh, will you stop the recording?
Only if it's with mint sauce.
Ha ha.